Good afternoon, everybody. Just want to welcome you to FN Sports. Today, we're actually going to go look at some, basically some exchange sites, ProfitX and a Novig, specifically a Novig, and see what kind of profitable plays they have there using ProfitProfessor's EV sites, and try to see if we can find something there. The only thing over there with the exchange sites, there's a lot of sharp betting going on. So there's potential for some pitfalls where a potential EV play may look great on paper, but then when you actually look at the inside of it and kind of, break it down a little bit, you're like, wait a second, is this a sharp play on the opposite side or not? So we're going to take a look at that and see if we can find some ways to kind of wait around that. But we'll basically look at mainly let's do Novig because they have a direct link to their site. And then I'll try to explain to you what's a good play and what's not a good play. So we'll check that out here coming up soon on FN Sports. Good afternoon again, FN Sports. We're here on ProfitProfessor's site. We're on the EV part of it right here. We know what the Fantasy Optimizer is all about, but again, we're here at EV. I've got basically the filters put in here for the EV, but minimum 3%. I typically do 5%, but again, this is an exercise. And then the books I mainly want to focus on the exchanges today. So you can see here's what we have as far as our sites. We have basically Novig and ProfitX. That's really we're going to focus. We'll even get rid of these right here just to make it easier. And then we just hit save, and we should get a little message that everything is saved. So we come over here back to EV Plus, see if we have anything. So we're going to look at Novig, and let's see if I can get a direct link over there. And there we go. So right now, according to the ProfitProfessor, the positive EV play was Mike Conley points over 6.5. And if you go back over here, we'll look at it. It's looks like pretty good value, 4.9%. Novig's at plus 119. FanDuel against Sharpbook minus 104, minus 109. DraftKings minus 105. We'll even go to some people like the card view or the table view. We'll go there, and you can see it's just right there. Good value, right? Just looks great. Plus 119 on Novig odds. Every other site is minus 104. A lot of comparisons. Everybody's minus 108. So you think that sounds good? We'll go back to card view. What's cool here is also you can actually hit this link, and it'll take you directly to that site. Right now it says network failed, but basically we can just look to see where the money is. And this is really important, guys. I cannot stress this enough. So right now it's saying Conley over 6.5 has liquidity somewhere between $1,200 for, call that $1,600 liquidity on the over 6.5. The under 6.5 only has maybe not even $30 of liquidity. So what does that tell us right there? Well, right now that's telling us to basically stay away from this play or even take the under. The problem with taking the under is not that much liquidity, and you also have a lot of juice, minus 126. So it looks like most of the action is coming to under 6.5, leaving a lot more action to be had on the 6.5. So most of the, again, this is not some hard and fast rule, but from this you can kind of gather that a lot of the sharp money is coming in on the under 6.5 Mike Conley. So personally, I would not take this play. So then we come back over here, go back here. So I'll just actually hide this bet so I don't even have to worry about it. You can do the same thing with ProfitX. They actually have a little bit, the link doesn't work quite as well, but you still get the idea. We'll go look at another Novig play right here. This one is under 0.5 player RBIs for Anthony. Again, minus 139. The other books are minus 184. DraftKings minus 185. ProfitX minus 189. Flip minus 189. So 185. So let's just see. Let's go hit the direct link, see what comes up. Get rid of this. And you can see, look at all that liquidity still available on the under 0.5. So all the money has been put on the over plus 5. And very little liquidity left on this side, but on the side that we're supposed to take, there's literally $2,000 worth. Again, I would not take this play either. So you can see there's some pitfalls that you kind of have to look at. You're looking for something kind of roughly even. So we'll get rid of this one as well. Let's see the next one. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's look at Kevin Porter. Over 2.5 assists, plus 111 no vig. Everybody else, Pinnacle even, minus 115. Very sharp book, although maybe not as sharp on NBA props, but still. Caesars minus 113, DraftKings minus 115, Prop Builder minus 103. Pretty sharp books. So let's hit that link, see what happens. We'll get rid of that since we're not really logged in. Look at the under, guys, right there. You have, actually that's the old one. Let me get rid of that, and let's see if I can do it. Sometimes it gets hung up right here on the iPad. It works better on the phone. Let's see if I can get a direct link over there to it. May not be able to. So, but anyway, I showed you a couple of plays right there. I don't know why it's not linking up. Sometimes if it's not logged in, it won't do it. But you saw two plays that were actually looking great on paper, but not necessarily in reality, just because there was so much liquidity. I would never take a prop bet when there's $2,000 worth of liquidity on there. So just keep that in mind when you use exchange betting. It's a very technique-oriented type of play. You can still use them, but what you want to do is look for balance on both sides. You want to see equal liquidity, maybe $200-300 on one side of the over, and maybe $200-300 on the under of the play. So keep that in mind as you do these exchanges. They can be very tricky if you think, oh, well, I'll just take the positive EV play. It looks EV, but it's really sharp action, kind of tricking us a little bit to take the opposite side. So keep that in mind as you do this. And just again, please, if you guys don't mind, please smash that like button. It really helps us a lot. And please try to follow. Again, we will talk to you next time at FN Sports.